Good morning from Station Padel in Ballito, South Africa. Today we're going to talk about the paddle serve for intermediate players. By the end of this video, you're going to have a deeper understanding of the 5 most important intentions and tactics when you serve. If you're still worried about your technique, please go back and watch the paddle serve for beginners. In that video, we talk about the ways to hold the racket, where to stand, and things like that. In this video, it's going to be more tactical and intentional. The 5 most important intentions when you are serving is consistency, direction, depth, spin, and power, in that order. We spoke about consistency in the paddle serve for beginners, so now we're going to talk about the rest of them. Let's go. The first tactical intention after consistency is direction. Where are you going to be serving to your opponent? My first tip is look at which hand they are playing with. Are they left or right-handed? And serve to their backhand. Most players have a slightly weaker backhand than a forehand. So hitting it to the backhand will mean a less effective return, and you can serve and come in and control the point from there. The next thing you want to think about in terms of direction is variation. I think this is one of the most important parts of paddle. If you are consistently hitting it into that backhand glass, it gives them more opportunities to practice that shot. I felt that in matches when opponents keep on hitting to my backhand, I might have missed the first one and the second one, but by the third one, I'm actually getting some rhythm on it. And then they keep going there, and actually by the end of the match, I'm hitting great backhand returns. So don't keep hitting the serve to the same spot. Let's say I'm playing against a right-handed player on that side. A lot of the time, I'm going to be serving it down the tee, following it in, and exposing the corner on that side. That's a great tactical intention to have when you are serving. Another great serve that I like is the body serve. They're going to be returning the ball in the middle like this. They're going to be cramped. They're not going to hit an effective return, and we can solidify ourselves at the net after that serve. And then the classic serve that everybody goes for is the serve into the glass. This is a very effective serve, but in the next intention, we're going to talk about ways to make it even better. Here we go. We've spoken about direction. The next tactical intention is depth in the service box. When talking about direction, we spoke about serving into the glass. Serving it deep into the glass will make your serve even that much more effective. If you are serving it short and it's hitting the glass pretty early, it's going to give your opponent time to hit an effective return. Remember, as soon as the ball is landing, it is losing speed, it's losing energy. So if you're hitting the ball short, by the time it reaches the returner, it's going to be traveling quite slowly. This gives them more time to prepare for the shot and to hit a better return. Hitting it deep in the box means it's going to still have more speed by the time it reaches them. It's going to put them under a little bit more pressure. They might stand a little bit further back in the box to hit that return, and that's going to make it more effective serve, and you're going to be able to dominate the point after that serve. If you're serving it deeper into the glass, your opponent is going to have some indecision. Do they move forwards and take it early? Do they move back and let it go off the glass? And that moment of indecision will mean a less effective serve. So serving it in deeper into the box is crucial. After depth, the next tactical intention is spin. A lot of you are probably serving slice in the serve, which is great because the ball is going to be bouncing and staying very low, which means your opponent has to hit up and you can have hopefully an easier volley. But to take your serve to the next level, you should be adding a little bit of cross spin. That means if the ball is hitting the side glass on the right-hand side, from a right-hand serve, the ball's going to be sticking very close to the glass. If you're serving on the backhand side and you're hitting cross spin, the ball's going to hit the glass and shoot out into your opponent. Also, if you're hitting it down the tee and your opponent lets it go off the back glass, it's going to have a sideways effect, which makes it that much more difficult to predict and to defend. Now we're going to watch a quick serve in slow-mo to see that slight cross spin on the serve. So what to look out for is from the contact point, the follow-through is going across the ball, creating that cross spin. It's not a wristy action. The swing path is just going right to left, creating the fade through the air and that effect off the back glass. The final and the least important tactical intention is power on the serve. Serving the ball very hard in paddle is not that effective. Accuracy and intention is more important. If you're serving the ball very hard, you're more likely to make an unforced error, which you really don't want. And also, the harder you serve the ball, the less time you have to get to the net position. So you have to really move fast to get to the net position. So slow it down to about 80%, hit an accurate and effective serve, cover that net position, and that's going to be a great serve. I see a lot of tennis players come out and hit the serve as hard as they can, but they get 1 meter forwards, the ball's already on their feet, and they are not hitting a great first volley. As an intermediate player, you are thinking 1 or 2 shots ahead. So hitting the ball as hard as you can, you might win the point 1 out of 10 times, but we are thinking percentage play. You want to be winning the point 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10 times. To recap, for an intermediate player, you should be focusing on the next 4 tactical intentions. That is direction, focusing on your opponent's backhand and variation, depth in the box, hitting it deeper to put your opponent under more pressure, adding a little bit of side spin to have more effect off the glass, and power, taking a little bit of power off and being more effective. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped. Please subscribe if it did, and I hope to catch you on court soon.